Hi guys, it's Cole here with a couple of random After Effects tips. Yay! Okay, so basically I'm gonna show you some random tips. So just make a new composition, go to layer, new, solid, just to get something in there. Okay, that's cool. Alright, zoom out a little. Now, two of my biggest tips are, first of all, the period, it can zoom in on your keyboard, and the comma can zoom out, and as the scroll wheel. You can zoom in with the scroll wheel and out with the scroll wheel, just as you'd think. Second thing, color correction makes everything look much better. Just when you're done with each of your videos, add change the saturation and contrast up a lot, and you'll have a much better result. Next is depth of field. Depth of field is something that you can shoot your camera on where it blurs the background, and sometimes it blurs the foreground. Well, it's a pretty nice effect, and it makes your videos look a lot better. And I have used it in my videos in the past. If you look at my bug under skin effect on my first channel, that has a depth of field. Basically, all I did was I go to the ellipse tool, dragged a couple of them actually on my head or my body, and just feathered them. And then I duplicated the layer and just blurred the background, and it looks really cool. I blurred it with effect, blur and sharpen, fast blur, and it's pretty cool. You can turn on and off masks with this. You can rename things, which actually helps a lot, by clicking it, pressing enter, and then typing. Distortion effects. Distort. They look really cool, so be sure to play with those at some point, because they'll help you in your near future. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, here, let me drag something. Control I is a really good hotkey for importing. Let me just find something. Here, I'll use the door from the last tutorial. Just drag it in there. You can fit to the composition, but I forgot how, so wait. Fit. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Alright, I totally forgot, but it doesn't matter. For backgrounds in, like if you're making an intro, another tip is, backgrounds are really nice, so I'm gonna come down here, drag my solid on top. And if you go to effect, where is it? Generate. Here. Effect. Generate. Go down to ramp, where it says R-A-M-P. No, wait, here, let me delete that. There we go. Effect, generate, and ramp. I'm sorry you can't see it, but it makes this nice thing. You can change the start color to whatever you want, and the end color to whatever you want. But one thing that is really cool is, I'm sure you all know what a matte is. A matte is basically, I take this, click toggle, with this track matte, I can do an alpha matte, and basically what it does, here, I'm sorry, no, Luma matte, yeah, it basically has the top, like it makes it, whatever is completely white, transparent, whatever, if you have like a black and white picture, that, or like something that we just created, like here, let's play with this a little bit. It'll make whatever is white. Well, first of all, if you make it a matte of something, it'll make this one disappear, the layer. But if you apply the matte to this one, it'll make everything black in that matte. It's hard to explain, but it makes it like a transparent. Here, watch Wayward Sin 256's jumper tutorial and you'll understand what I'm saying. I'll put the link in the description. But it's a really nice way to make, like, this, for example, can make like a gradient transparency. And you can make it like to have a really cool vanishing effect by, let me delete our solid, by like going to Control Y just to make it easier, and then effect, noise and grain. Basically everything black in the picture will be see-through to the other thing, to the thing that you're applying the matte to. I'm gonna go to fractal noise. It's very hard to explain. And I'm just gonna boost up the contrast so that everything's either black or white, there's no in between. And I'll keyframe the evolution. Just set it up a lot. So we have it moving, then we'll do Luma. So everything that is black on the other thing will become well, first of all, the top layer totally disappears and everything black in that will be transparent. So it's basically a cool way of doing a really awesome fade out, if you know what I mean. Watch that jumper tutorial. It'll explain that in a much more thorough way. Another thing is particles help. Particles really help. I'm just gonna make a new solid here. There's tons. There's these 3 particle effects. They all pretty much do the same thing, but they really, really help. I'm not even kidding. They're a really useful tool that Sony Vegas does not have. Oh my god. Okay. And it basically makes these particles that you have a ton of options with. And if you want even more options, here, I'm gonna delete that. If you want even more options, buy this one particular. It costs money, but it's still really cool. This is the effect, and it gives you tons of options. It's how I made my airbending effect. I'd highly recommend this, because it's really nice. It is a really, really nice effect that you can play with. Like, look at all these options. You can make it look like anything, and you can make it look really realistic too. Like, Andrew Kramer does a really good job with it.